Hey there, I'm Han.
And I'm Kat, and we're BrewsandReviews. So, it is the month of July, and July brings about readathons, apparently.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for us, as we wanted to take part in readathons, the Biannual Bibliothon and BookTube-A-Thon are occurring in the same week, give or take a day.
I mean, that is shocking planning.
I don't think anybody knew about the crossover, but it's very unfortunate. And silly us, we're going to try and take on both of them. Yay!
Yay.
As well as, you know, all the other things that we do in life, like working and kickboxing and
Working.
that. We're going to give you our TBRs for first the Biannual Bibliothon and then BookTube-A-Thon. We're going to try and be clever and cross over some of the books, so we tick off challenges for both, and we'll see what we can do with that. And yeah, so we're going to start off with Biannual Bibliothon TBR. Here we go.
So the first challenge is to read A Flame in the Mist by readathon. And I'm very sorry if I've said that wrong. We've been struggling with this all day. I'm very sorry.
Yes. It's the Biannual Bibliothon group reading book, and so we're both going to end up reading this book at some point in a week. Don't know how that's going to work, but it's going to work.
Yes. So the second challenge was to read a book from the host's favourite genre. I chose historical fiction, so I have chosen The Boy in Striped Pyjamas by John Boyne, and Kat has chosen
Wicked Lovely by Melissa Marr. I have been wanting to reread this book for ages, so this gives me the perfect chance to do it. And that covers urban fantasy as one of the host's favourite genres.
Challenge 3 was to read a story that has been or is still banned. I chose The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime by Mark Haddon, and that is currently still banned, isn't it?
I don't know, I can't remember.
I can't even remember actually, Matt. It might not be, I don't know.
Well, it has been banned at least. We found it on a list.
Yeah,
it's true.
And you chose
Cat's Cradle by Kurt Vonnegut.
The next challenge is to read a book that has themes of LGBTQIA+ in it. So we chose
Of Fire and Stars by Audrey Coulthurst. We're both going to be reading this one again at opposite ends of the week, probably.
We have figured out
a system.
Yeah, a system of how we're going to read it.
So hopefully that works out. I am super excited to read this book.
It does sound really good, didn't it, when we were like looking for some. So
yeah, this is
the one that caught our eye.
Yeah, can't wait to read it.
Another challenge is a book to movie adaptation. I chose again Boy in Striped Pyjamas, as you can double up in these challenges.
You're being smart about this.
Yes.
I am not.
Yeah, exactly. You chose
Warhorse by Michael Morpurgo, because I've never read it and I want to, and it's kind of short, so it seems like the perfect time.
So the next challenge is a book that you've heard about other than from BookTube. I chose Heartless by Marissa Mayer, simply because, well, I don't know if this is thingy, but basically
I heard about it.
Yeah.
I may have heard about it from BookTube, but Hannah didn't hear about it from
I've
BookTube.
never heard about this book before, so technically I'm sort of...
She's heard about it from me.
Exactly.
So
I haven't technically heard it from BookTube.
It's kind of cheating, but we're going with it.
Yes.
We're running with it.
Exactly.
I chose She's Never Coming Back by Hans Koppel, which I found in a discount bookstore years ago and just haven't read yet, so I definitely didn't hear about it from BookTube because I didn't even know BookTube existed back then.
So the next challenge is a throwback challenge, so we had to go through the previous challenges in previous years and choose one of their questions. So I chose to read a retelling, so I have linked mine up with Heartless, as it is a retelling, I suppose. And you chose
Wicked Lovely, because it's a book that's got winter in it, even though it's totally unseasonable, but I'm running with it because I want to read it again, so that's what's happening. So those are the books that we're going to be reading for the Biannual Bibliothon, and now I'm going to move on to how we're going to link those to the BookTube-A-Thon TBR.
So the first challenge of this is to read a story with a person on the front cover. So I have linked mine to A Boy in Striped Pyjamas.
Yes, because look, there are two people on the cover, and I have chosen Wicked Lovely. There are hands on this cover, and there's lips, so, and there's like a chin, so that counts as a person's face. it counts, okay? I mean, maybe I also had a book with a woman running on it. Maybe I also had a book with a bunch of dudes on it. But this is the one I'm picking, so there.
Challenge 2 is to read a hyped book. So for this one, it's just A Flame in the Mist.
Yeah, we thought this one has had a lot of hype around
Yeah.
BookTube. Some of it positive, some of it not so positive.
Yeah.
But still, it's had hype, and we're going to be reading it, and this is what we're counting for number 2. Yeah.
So challenge 3 is to finish a story in one day. I mean, mine are probably either going to be maybe A Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime or Boy in Striped Pyjamas, I reckon. Because they're quite short books.
Yeah, they're the shortest ones that you got.
Yeah.
I think mine will probably be Warhorse, because that is, again, the shortest one. It's probably going to be the easiest one to read.
Challenge 4 is to read a story where the character is completely different to you. Again, I chose A Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, because obviously the character is autistic in it.
For this, I chose She's Never Coming Back. Because there's a character in it that's a killer or a kidnapper, and I'm not one of those. I'm also not
What
Swedish.
are you?
No, I'm not. I'm not. Hannah's here of her own volition, I promise. I'm also not Swedish, and this book is set in Sweden, so that's... I found previously with Hans Koppel's work is that it's quite different from the society that I live in, so I'm quite interested to see how that's like.
Challenge 5, to finish a book completely outdoors. So really, it can just be any, can't it?
Yeah, I think it'll end up being probably the one we do in one day.
Yeah.
Because they're the shortest, and we're in England, so the weather is very changeable, and we might end up in some sort of downpour if we spend a long time outside.
So I think we're just going to wing it on that one, aren't we?
Yeah,
I think
see what
when it's
comes
most
to us.
appropriate and what we're reading at the time. Challenge 6 is to read a book that you bought because of the cover. I chose Heartless by Marissa Mayer just because the cover is beautiful. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's so pretty.
I mean, I may have bought it for you, but your interpretation of the cover, I feel like you would have bought it.
Yeah,
just
I
for
would
the
have.
cover,
And I would have
so.
bought it for the author as well. But mostly the cover.
For the purposes of this question, the cover.
The cover.
For this, I chose It's Never Coming Back Again. Because I did pick it up just for the cover back in the day when I worked in the bookshop. And I saw the cover and I was like, it looks vaguely interesting. It looks a bit murdery and all that malarkey, so that's why I picked it.
And challenge 7 is to read 7 books. So I think for total of mine, I've got 5 and you've got 6, haven't you?
Yes.
So I think judging at where we are by the end of the 2 challenges, I think we're just going to wing it and like just throw a couple of books in there if we have time.
If we get to the point where we've read all the books on our TBR, then we will pick a random book from our shelves and we'll add it on when we do a wrap up of the books that we read. So those are our TBRs for the Biannual Bibliothon and BookTube-A-Thon, and they're going to be taking place over the Biannual Bibliothon is taking place from the 23rd to the 29th of July, and the BookTube-A-Thon is taking place from the 24th to the 30th of July. So we're going to have a crazy end of the month.
Yeah.
But we're looking forward to it. It's very exciting to take part in our first readathons.
Yeah, I'm excited. I feel extremely daunted by it. I'm nervous.
Yeah.
But I'm ready for the challenge.
It's like pushing ourselves.
Yeah.
So we're going to see what we can do. If you're going to take part in either of these readathons, please let us know. Let us know your TBRs. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
See you later.
Bye.